Our parsha has very large number of mitzvot. And it's very interesting to look not only at the content of the mitzvot in our parsha, but also at the way they are phrased, the way the words the Torah uses to describe the mitzvot. There are a lot of verbs that we find only once or twice in the whole Torah that appear in our parsha. The hadarat apnei zaken, the respect, lo ta'ashok, is a type of stealing, lo tikom velo titor, different types of revenge, lo ta'amod al dam re'echa, do not stand by when someone else is suffering, a lot of types of terms. And when we get to the issur of what we call lechilut and lashon hara, slander, and talking bad things about other people, the Torah says, lo telech rachil be'amecha. The Torah uses the term not only doesn't say lo terachel, is don't slander, but don't walk or go doing it. What does lo telech rachil mean? Why is the Torah using this term of kind of walking or going or a continuous type of verb? And the Ramban and Rashi both explain the different ways, but it comes into one place, is that when we get to lashon hara, it's not only about the content of what is said. And there are a lot of halachic discussions. What is the difference between rechilut and lashon hara? Is it true or false, or is it only direct things that are bad, or also things that from the circumference of actions that people do? But Rashi and Ramban explain to us that the term lalechet rachil as a continuous verb means that a person a lot of times, is going and looking for information. He's walking around like a buyer and seller. He goes to this market and buys something, and goes to the other market and sells it there, and then goes to the third place and sells merchandise, and he's walking around looking, busybody, what we call. And that is exactly the source of the problem of lashon hara. It doesn't start with what you say. It starts with the way you look at reality, what you're looking for, the way you look at people, what you see. And if a person has a negative way of looking at things, and he's often looking for, let's find this fact, or what's going on there, or a person who's looking around all the time for things, at the end also says lashon hara. It's a result of a type of attitude, a type of way of looking at reality. But on the other hand, a person who looks for the good, who has a positive attitude, who is dan lekaf zchut, betzedek tishpot amitecha, we judge people with justice, with positivity. That in itself takes away the need to deal with the content of lashon hara, because the person will not be speaking lashon hara if he's looking at the good all the time. So by the Torah phrasing it this way, lo telech rachil be'amecha, teaches us not only what to do or not to do, but also how to look at reality, how to relate to other people and to things that surround us. And if we take upon ourselves a positive approach, for sure our actions and our speech and all what we do will also create much more positivity. Shabbat Shalom.